Had a great time at paintball. We had a lot of great guys, really cool guys, and one pretty girl. And no, I did not get her card. Okay, just for the record. Going back to DC, guys. So I figure I'd go quiet and ride with you guys a little bit. We'll talk, and then I'm gonna jam out to Steely Dan or something, and then head back home. Pink Floyd, AC/DC, of course. A little bit of Journey. Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell. Exit. Car's running well. Although Jimmy thinks it's got the coyote tick. The engine is called a coyote in the GT, and apparently it's got a ticking problem, they say. I'm not hearing it, thank God. You don't want like a tick in a nice bassy sounding engine. Golf course. We just came over here to have a drink and, you know, burger. We were not at this golf course. But I golf. I'm going to start golfing again eventually. Somebody will invite me and I'll go. That's usually what happens. I'll pray about it. That view. Good, guys? Too much hood, baby. A little better. Half a tank of gas out, half a tank of gas back. Actually, I should get better gas mileage because the gas tank won't be as heavy. It's all highway miles. My daughters are right. I did need a car because I was thinking about going without a car, like completely. But I'll tell you, Don giving me that scooter, electric scooter, is called a Segway. Man, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. I'm getting around so darn fast to the White House and everywhere I need to be. It's really, I'm very grateful for that generous donation, Don, of a $900 scooter. So the deal is, when I become famous, then I have to give it back to him in a signed cowboy hat that I'm wearing. One that I wear. That's the deal. But what is fame anyway? You know, you're famous in your family. You're famous in a small church. You're famous in a small group. You're famous in a group of two because that person cares about you. So fame is really relative. I do not claim to be famous. I like to high rev it. I'm at 4,500 RPM right now. It's where the most horsepower is. The engine's comfortable with it. It red lines at 7,400 RPM. Rounds per minute. For the lay person. And now we cruise. I'm only doing these videos because you guys said you liked them. So I got shot in the head today, in the neck, inner left thigh. That was fun. And I started at the end, like walking through the woods, just like looking and darting my eyes and just scanning, waiting for the first shot that, you know, hopefully the first one won't get me. It was cool. It was fun. And good people, everybody's supportive of each other, laughing when they shoot each other, and working together and talking about it. It's a good experience, paintball. I'm going to have a video up on the, I spoke with the owner and he was interested in having MustangMedic do a little ad for him, I guess, interview. So that will be going up later tonight. There is potential for, I'm hoping it comes true. There's possible ad revenue, we'll say. Some people wanting to sponsor some ads at MustangMedic. And I have to know what the product is. I gotta believe in it. If someone's gonna pay me to speak about it, I gotta know that it's good. I'm not going to represent something that I know is not good. I've got to want it myself. Otherwise, I'm deceiving. I did some kind of deep posts, very deep thought posts last night on Telegram. If you're on Telegram, I'm on there at least a couple times a day, making a comment or asking an opinion on a post that I'm going to do. The post I'm about to put onto YouTube, I typically put it out to the Telegram members and ask their opinion of whether it's too offensive or not. Because I think I'm always on the edge of offensive, because I like to create images and copy that create thought, and people don't know exactly where it's coming from, and a lot of people have a lot of different impressions of it. That stuff I think is successful. Meaning, not impressions by views, but like one person thinks one thing. Like for instance, I did a one that said, I said, black voters, I had a little hand that was black. I had white voters, a little hand that was white. And then I had Trump voters, and a little hand that was orange. And what my point of view on that is that Trump people aren't any specific color, they're just orange. You know what I mean? I thought that was like unifying. Other people saw it different ways, and I just find that interesting. I like to create thought in graphics because we're all digging for the truth, as you know. I had a meeting with a journalist. It was going to be a lunch, remain nameless, and I forgot about the date, and I called a day later. It felt really bad, and I'm waiting to see if he's going to call me back to still do lunch with me, so hopefully he forgives me. There were some stories that jumped in, and I got distracted. Military vehicle. Towing a military vehicle. I am in Pennsylvania. This is MustangMedic. I don't typically do videos driving down a highway, but I am based out of DC. I got there January 6th. God told me to stay on January 7th, and I never left. I now moved to DC. I'm a resident. My 2 daughters, divorced. I'm a guy from New Jersey with a cowboy hat that wants to know the truth. So, the 3 tenets of MustangMedic, in other words, the 3 main points of MustangMedic is this. For those of you that have heard this over and over again, I apologize, but there's new people popping onto these live streams all the time. So I'm gonna have to say it again. 1, we can all listen to each other. Meaning, we pause, we hesitate after somebody says something. We don't overtalk somebody. We let them finish their sentence. Maybe give a little air to it, a little thought, and then we respond. That's big, listening. And then 2 is we have to be able to respectfully disagree, and we can still respect each other. So you could think Joe Biden's a great president, and I can think President Trump's a great president. You can tell me your points, I can tell you my points, and I can respectfully disagree, and we can leave with respect. We don't have to bicker or call names or do anything. And 3, which is most likely, it's not really in order, it's probably the biggest one, and listening's a pretty big one, respect's a big one, but love one another. It sounds like a Beatles song, but love one another by simply complimenting somebody. Just say, hey, I like your hair, you know your colors, nice shoes, nice boots, you look like you got it going on. Many different things you can say to uplift people in the day. They can not receive it, they could ignore you, they could have headphones on, but you're going to feel better about yourself because you did it, because you did the upliftment. So start uplifting people around you and watch how doors open. Like those people that are getting on your last nerve right now, you're stuck with them, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to be with this person for the rest of my life. You're going through that right now. Start doing little compliments to the other person. I know they probably don't deserve it. You probably think they don't deserve it. But try it out and see if you do not get a positive response. You got a much better chance of getting a positive response trying it by being complimentary. And I know that can be tough for some women and men out there. But it can be done. It's a exercise. So you start to build muscle memory of being positive. Because we have to get positive. It's the only way we're gonna, take back our free patriots. The only way we are going to win, meaning not win over another person, but win and keep our freedoms, is we're going to have to reach out to people. And we're going to have to recognize we need to be united, and we can be a more loving place. And when we unite, nobody's going to be able to stop us, because we outnumber them in brackets. We outnumber them, and they know it, and that's why they're freaking out. We're going after President Trump with like another lawsuit indicting him. It's just crazy. They will not stop on President Trump. They just keep going after him. And they must be so terrified, because I like to think I understand a lot of psychology. I've kind of been a study of it in my lifetime. And it doesn't make any sense how much they're trying to suppress him. It makes no sense, because ultimately it's only going to make him stronger, you know? I'm sure that's biblical. I just can't think of it right now. But them acting like they fear him, indicting him, and the news desperately wants to do stories on him, because they're always going to get a pop if they mention President Trump. So I think President Trump is just choking off the media, and he is allowing them to have no stories. So they're like stirring up the Middle East. Joe was flying B-52s around Iran, stoking war. I mean, he was doing that like a month ago. B-52s. Why are we flying U.S. B-52s around Iran? Why? Middle East tensions. We need it. We need Middle East tensions. So we've got news. I know that's a theory, but straight up, they've got no news right now. Their ratings, I want to see their ratings. CNN and NBC, ABC, oh my gosh, CBS. I have to watch these channels just to watch them do their news. It's hard, guys. It's a real effort to watch ABC and CNN and stuff like that. I can only watch CNN for about like 45 minutes, and then I start realizing I'm getting angry, and I have to stop myself. And I don't hold any hard feelings against Chris Cuomo, or however you say his name. You know, calling me a fool. I'm cool with that, because that was one of my happiest moments, is when Chris Cuomo called MustangMedic a fool. Although they didn't say my name, MustangMedic. And I busted his chops because of the first video that he did. He didn't. I called him. I was like, dude, your agreement was you were going to at least say MustangMedic, and I was doing the interview, the first one. Well, the first one happened spontaneously. But I was like, I'm keeping my word. Going back after the inauguration, you're going to keep your word. And he didn't.
He did not mention MustangMedic, but then I said my name. But my name is not, it's MustangMedic, it's the brand, it's not me. MustangMedic is us. We are digging and we are going to find the truth. We are a unified team that's growing together and not putting up with any BS to dig for the truth. All the riffraff and the chatter, you know, everybody's going to have chatter. I did. Darn it. Arrgh. Wrong turn. The guys I've got on because I'm driving, they're like readers because I'm 56 years old and my LASIK's worn out. So I have to watch the road, so I can't read your comments. So you guys are commenting amongst yourselves. And there's no more Mr. Nice Guy in Telegram. I'm done with it. I'm done with the haters. It's our chat, and I'm obviously an admin of my own channel. So, people, you're put on notice. If you're just going to tear people down, because that's what you need to do, then I'm going to take you out. I'm going to delete your messages, and I'm going to block you, and you're not going to be able to be on again. Sure, you'll set up another account, sneak in again, but I'll find you, because it's always going to be you. I know it's hypocritical because we all complain about Google taking down, people's stuff, and now I'm doing it. But I thought about it, and I was like, well, this is my chat, right? So I'm managing that chat. Why do I continuously listen to the members of my chat complaining that they're getting harassed by other members? And I let it go on for like 2 weeks, and then it got to a head because enough people were saying it that I started looking into it, and I didn't like what I saw. So I gave them a heads up that that's it, it's done, so they could shut up and stay. And instead, I think 2 people popped up with snarky things to say to me. Boom, blocked. And then I said, anyone else? And then another person said something snarky, blocked, deleted. And then people were complaining about all the messages that were coming on were disappearing too fast. I said, because I'm deleting them. I said I was going to delete them. I gave you my word I was going to delete them. So it's very easy to trigger an unhappy person. Unhappy people are easily triggered. Take a note. You probably already know that though, don't you? And hungry ones. Hungry people can be easily triggered. Like moi. Pennsylvania is beautiful when it's all green, especially in the spring, because all the leaves are really clean. I got allergies. I'm going to go to an allergenist. It's not the cigars, okay? It's not the cigars. If you guys want me to turn the camera around and look out the back window and see like half of my head, give me 3 thumbs up. I'll turn the camera on. Okay, obviously nobody's motivated for that, so I'll stay in the front camera. Thank you. Thank you for the privacy. Sorry for the fan. Is that better? Sorry guys. I had the fan going. It's gonna be a beautiful ride. I hope we stay on and we don't get cut off. Look at this. This was unplanned. Like everything else is. people try to put me into plans like a schedule, and I'm like, right now I can't do schedule because I'm going wherever God's leading me. So scheduling stuff can get in the way at times, so you gotta be careful what you schedule. Especially if you forget it. I hope I didn't burn that bridge. He was a journalist. It wasn't like a lobbyist or a senator or a congressperson. Got my first business card from a congressman, and I'm going to contact him on Monday and see if his office is interested in getting interviewed by MustangMedic. So that would be neat if we get our first congressman interview. I'm hoping, obviously. Seemed like a great guy. Can't remember his name at the moment, but I put it in a post on the video, the live stream. Actually, the live stream shows me, you can hear me meeting him and talking to him. I was just, as the Congress people were walking past me, there was one woman that was like badgering people and yelling questions at them, and they were ignoring them. It was awkward. And I was just like, when I had them, I didn't do it with everybody, but when I had the opportunity, I was just like, thank you for your service. And they're looking at me like, what? I was like, thank you for your service. I'm not trying to get anything from you. I'm not asking for a question. I'm just showing you gratitude that you're doing what you're doing. And they were so shocked by that I felt like it made some inroads with people. Give respect and get respect. It's that simple. We're in the country, guys. This is Pennsylvania, for everybody out there in the UK, or people on the West Coast that have never come out to Pennsylvania. This is the back roads of Pennsylvania. It's beautiful. It's wooded. There's ticks, there's a lot of deer, there's fox, possum, bats, birds, and every crawling thing you can think of out there. It's a moist environment. This is a upper middle class neighborhood. Somebody thinks I should do tours of Washington, D.C. I actually offered that to a woman I was talking to today. A tour. Doing the Mustang, then doing the on the Segway. You get two people on a Segway. It's very exciting on a Segway because this one goes 30 miles an hour. So I've gotten up to 32 on a hill, and it goes 42 miles on a charge. So I can basically get all over this 10-mile square radius DC with that thing, which is really cool. There's so much stuff I have not covered yet. So much. And I've seen, the stuff I have not put on video, I don't have videos of them, just, personal experiences with people. Because I get into a lot of conversations with people. Obviously, I'm a talker. And out of respect, I don't want to, put a camera on them and make it awkward. I'm trying to build relationships. I'm not trying to just get a quick video for views. I really want to know what people think. You got to get to the bottom of this, find out the truth. Do you guys want me to keep going? 3 thumbs up if yes, and then give me thumbs down if it's like we're cool. We can move on to the next thing. Got a thumb up, a heart, and I think a hang loose sign. Hang loose. We're getting a lot of hang looses lately. Wow, this is gonna be tight. This is scary. Small car, please have a good driver. Ah! Did you like that? I revved the engine under the bridge. It's like a I've got to get to an allergenist. I'm just going nuts. Where the heck am I? I am by Radnor. Pen Therapy and Fitness. I'm in like an office park or something. That was weird. I don't know why I went through there. Waze is taking me all over the place. Police. Oh, sorry. Give a big thumbs up to the police. That was pretty good. See, Waze works. It told me about the police. I always give thumbs up to officers and thank them for their service if I can. I probably overlapped some people because we've been here long enough, but I'm always just showing gratitude to these people because they deal with a lot of people with mental issues in DC that come to DC. There's a lot of mental health issues that they have to deal with, and it takes a lot of patience to do what they do. And I've seen and caught many videos of them being patient. I like how I got that turn. All right, I made the right turn this time. And we are serpentining. In other words, like a zipper. Everybody moved into their respective positions. This car handles so good. Oh my gosh. I got the windows open. I hope it's not messing you guys up. I'll close one window. I assume that's better. The only bad thing about doing a ride along is I can't play my music. Although from what I understand, my friend Jimmy is going to hook me up with some theme music that I can use in the beginning of the video. Intro is really short. I don't want to do long intros, just quick, boom, MustangMedic, go. Think about adding that to the front of the videos. Great guys. Mike was a lot of fun. All of them were fun, being who they are, which is like, that's what I love. I love people just be who you are, man. You don't have to fake anything, just be it. And they are, so that's cool. Thank you to Mike for sponsoring that for me, for the part of the fee. That was very nice of you, sir. And now I'm going home. I need to get out of town. It was a 3-hour drive, and it was, sometimes you just need to get out of town. So. But I still love DC. I love the experience of something always happening in this town. Really. It's too darn hot. I gotta open the windows. Kidding me? You went out? Son of a bitch. My bad. This is how you have to drive in DC. Really tight. Hazard on road in about, looks like it went off the road. So I'm hitting not there on my Waze app. 6th gear. 1700 RPM at 70 miles an hour. The red line's at 7400. So she's resting. She's just chilling right now. The 5.0. This is out for a jog. Yeah, it was a beautiful day. The weather was great. Perfect temperatures. Thank you for that donation. Oh, I can't see it past my phone. I'm sorry. I got it. I got the other phone. It's got directions and it's blocking that side of the phone. I apologize. Not thanking you personally, but thank you for the donation. Know that. I appreciate you. A lot of people I talk to in Pennsylvania, a number of them are kind of giving up hope. They're like thinking it's over for America, and I'm like, no. Americans do not give up their freedoms easily. They just haven't started really losing them yet. Once they start losing them, then they're going to appreciate them. So we're going to have to go through some hell for a couple of years, I think. That's what my sense is. It's going to be a couple of years at Camilla, and it's going to be a rough ride, real rough. Especially if they pack the courts and get rid of the filibuster. It's going to be nuts the next 2 years. We're going to lose so many freedoms. Oh my gosh. It's going to be crazy. We're going to be regulated into oblivion until we're a socialistic country. Trust me. They're trying to make it happen. They do not want you, the individual, to grow. They want to keep you all the same and below. There's some good ones, I'm sure. I'm sure there's people in power that are good, and I'm looking for them, and I will support them. If I find a politician that's a constitutionalist, it could be a Democrat. I haven't seen any Democrats yet. I like Tulsi Gabbard. I like her. That's about the only Democrat I like, unfortunately. But you guys know what's going on. We got Republicans that are bought out. So it seems like we lost 2/3 of our government to the CCP. Watch Epoch Times. Josh is very detailed in talking about the CCP's involvement in our government. And let's not forget Swalwell, whatever his name is. He's still in like the intelligence committee, I believe. And he was caught with a Chinese spy, right? His assistant. Nancy knew about it, and he stayed. So obviously security is not a concern of Nancy's. Politics is. And Swalwell, well, he got caught. So come on now. We just get to sweep that under the rug and start talking about Middle East tensions. Oh, another shiny object. There's no gas. Come on. Watch for the shiny objects and ignore them and stay focused on what the mission is. The mission is to get constitutionalists back into our government so we can bring it down, not bring down the government, but trim it way down, get all the fat off, put up term limits on people in the Senate and the Congress. Done. 8 years. 8 years and out. You get your 8-year pop and you're out. Just like the president. We need to keep fresh blood getting in there and new ideas. And these people, they've been bought out too long and too many years, and they don't even understand that what they're doing to their constituents because they're taking care of themselves. I think people's Holy Spirit helpers, the Holy Spirit give you that feeling. I think everybody's starting to recognize that something ain't right. And I think what ain't right is scared to death. So they're going after President Trump again with an indictment, therefore making him popular again, therefore feeding the media so they can talk about him and get people to watch, because people always want to watch what's going on with President Trump, because he's obviously a magnetic figure in our history. I mean, Lord, people love to hate him. I mean, have you ever seen anything like it? I've never seen anything like it. It's got to be a spiritual battle, because it is like a syndrome. It's like a mental illness of focusing on this man, focus on his policies. I like his personality, okay. Many of you don't, but my point of view is this: is I was watching. First, I watched George Bush take all the criticisms from the media and not retort. And I thought, okay, guess he's being presidential, but I don't like it. Then I saw President Obama, in for 8 years, and I saw the media swish all over him and give him passes left and right. And then there were no hard-hitting questions, and everything seemed to be set up, right? And then, dun, 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 President Trump defeats Hillary Clinton, and they're in shock. Their algorithms for their past cheating, they weren't prepared for the amount of votes. They were so arrogant that they were like 99% Hillary's going to win. So I don't think they set up any safeguards in case they got surprised, because they were just flat out convinced there's no way that Donald Trump. You remember Ann Coulter and everybody laughing at her? Like Donald Trump's got the best chance of getting the Republican, the nod from the Republicans to run for president. So it's like, we see through it. We see through all of it. And the American people have had enough. We've had enough. It's getting serious now. Our kids are getting confused by sexuality and, with what they're putting out in the mainstream media and on big tech and all the algorithms sucking these kids in, they're so confused. They don't know whether they're gay, straight, queers, sideways, a banana, a plant, a donkey. They don't know what they are. You know what I mean? And it's just because they're just getting programmed by what they're watching, and they're doing too much of it. What do? This is all new. It's a technological age, and we have to get through it, because we are in birthing pains right now on technology, and it's going to get faster and faster and faster over the next 10 years. So prepare yourself, people. You got to remember the government is about 30 years out on tech on us. We'll find out in 30 years what they know right now in 2021. So keep that in mind, with those nanotechnologies and everything. I mean, come on now. They're making stuff real tiny now. I can't talk any more about that subject without risking getting my account taken down. Which sucks, but I'll respect the rules. It's their format. I appreciate being able to monetize my channel. Thank you, Google, for allowing MustangMedic to stay up on your format. I appreciate that. A little gratitude for Google. It wasn't easy to say, but it's true. Man, I'm gonna have to put the fan on. I gotta put air conditioning. I don't know what to do. I keep shutting the windows so I can keep it quiet so you guys can hear me, but it's just too damn loud. I'll turn off the vents from the top. Of course, I got a tailgate. I'll downshift, and suddenly the person that's tailing you is like, "Oh crap, they're slowing down," because you're able to do that with your engine and you save your brakes. But then I get somebody like this that just has to make my butt. Here, I'm gonna turn the camera on for this one. Can you see her? She's that little bump. Camera's not high enough. I got the camera pretty low. Roads are rough. I'll turn it back around. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, how do I say this? It's funny, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Change my mind. Carving up this road, getting ready to tar it, make it nice and smooth again. South 95. What is today? Oh, today's Saturday, so I won't see the convoy or the motorcade. Well, they might be going now. Saturday morning, I think they leave and they go to Delaware with Joe, and then they come back. But when I saw it, and I caught a video of it. It got a lot of views. I only saw 2 black SUVs. I never saw the Beast. And I think I had a Beast spotting yesterday on the Capitol, on the south side of the Capitol. I think I saw the Beast, but I couldn't confirm it, so I put Beast question mark on the thumbnail. And I'm going to work on my press credentials, guys. I want to get into the building. I want to get into the Capitol, and I want to be able to ask senators and congressmen questions and find out what they think. You know what I mean? What they personally think. Instead, something rather than just minutia. I want to get to, if you've got this point of view with this person, how do you deal with Nancy Pelosi, and do you do it as a group of Congress people, or do you what are the groupings and who are the people in the group? And if they'll give me that information, I think that would be very interesting information. I don't see deep questions like that being asked of Congress people. They always, I felt like Sean's interview with President Trump was it was just a throwaway. It was all old stuff that the president's spoken about. And then Sean even asked President Trump, what do you think of the mental acuity of President Biden? And he took a pass. President Trump didn't nail him to the wall like he could have. We all know he could have, and he didn't. he chose to be political, which is unusual for President Trump. Usually he just blasts, which we always enjoy. So there's definitely stuff going on around President Trump, and it's hilarious when they say that Trump is gone. My friend On, who is the truth conductor, we've done a number of live streams, really interesting conversations. If you haven't seen it, go to the live streams on MustangMedic and look at the truth conductor. If I put them in live, you know what, I might not have. If you just Google search MustangMedic the truth conductor, you'll probably see the video come up. But I don't think I've created a playlist yet for that. I got to do it. We haven't really like named the show. It's not really a show. It's just kind of like guest appearances sometimes of Don, the truth conductor. And our relationship all started off by me asking him to turn his music down so I could live stream past him. And then I made a point. It's all in video. I made a point of interviewing him so people could find out about him online. And then he called me the next day, and I guess he checked out my channel and then decided he wanted to talk about race. And I'm like, okay, cool. Did I do it again? Did it again. Oh my gosh, I start talking and then I miss my turns. Son of a gun. Darn it. Rerouting. Good thing gas is expensive right now. Man, when I was driving cross country in January with President Trump, right? 2021 January, still President Trump. I saw $1.67 a gallon gas. $1.67 a gallon. Right near, I want to say Oklahoma, or it was like Tennessee. I'm trying to remember what state I was driving through with this Mustang. Thank God, because that car was chewing up gas. You know, had an old 1968 302 of GT40 head, so she was chewing up gas. Got a new carburetor for her and everything. Sold her for a song. I'm just so unhappy that it sold for $7,500. And now I can't even deal with the swapping of the title because the DMV's not open because the city's closed. So I still have a New Jersey driver's license and can't get a DC license right now, which is hesitating everything. Which is like, there's just no way to get in. The appointments are always scheduled in the DC DMV. Although I have a friend with a connection, so I might be able to get through on a phone call. I found out, so we'll work on that this week too. There's a lot of other things that go on other than what's in front of the video, obviously. Thank you for all the love you guys put out with my girls. They had a good time on that live stream. I appreciate you were on that live stream with my daughters. That was risky for me, and I'm grateful to God that everybody was uplifting and positive with it. I don't do that often. But they're characters, as you can tell. I don't know where they get it from. How many people do we have on this live stream? Where are my glasses? Am I seeing that correctly? Oh, I got Teddy Roosevelt's glasses. Pretty funny. I'll have to turn the camera so you guys can see them. I thought Teddy Roosevelt was pretty cool. 291, okay. You got cars on the side of the road and you can do it and try to get in space. I hate it when people go zooming straight past me. I'm on the side of the road. Come on, really? Move over. I get mad. Well, people think I'm in really good shape, but I'm kind of fat right now, so. But I was huffing, no issues. I'm going to sleep good tonight. But I got conditioned the first January, February, and March I walked 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day through DC. I was just trucking. I'd jump on an occasional scooter, but that was a luxury I could not afford. And I was just walking everywhere, and I was pretty fit. John Kerry. John Kerry. Let's talk about John Kerry. Okay. John Kerry's son is like friends, and I think they're like business partners with Hunter Biden, President Joe Biden's son. So Kerry's son and President Biden's son are friends. And Hunter is dealing with things in China. And there's videos on his laptop that Rudy Giuliani has a copy of, and he's given it to the FBI, and the media's not done really anything with it except suppress it. So that's going to keep us head scratching. And I said it to CNN when they interviewed me. I said, listen, they cut all this out, of course. But I said, look, you guys keep calling us stupid. You know what I mean? All right, so best election in the whole world. You know, and keep calling us stupid. But you have to prove it. You can't just keep saying we're stupid. Oh, let's move on. And it's not proven. So it's like, what's up with Arizona? Why are the Democrats trying to get in the way of checking the election out? Why is that? Why are they so nervous? We know why. We know why. But MustangMedic this is just an opinion piece. I didn't say anything as fact. I'm just saying my opinion. So this is not an official statement of, like, I'm not claiming that that's a fact. I have a suspicion that that's a fact. So therefore, I think this can stay up on YouTube. Time will tell. I've definitely been on the edge with the live streams. Tulsi Gabbard is my, actually, really kind of the only Democrat I like. I can't think of another Democrat that I like. I'm thinking. There must be somebody. Definitely not Elizabeth Warren. Not Maxine Waters. Not Hillary. Not Camilla. Not Joe. Not Obama. Not McCain. Not Mitch McConnell. I like Trey Gowdy. Trey Gowdy's awesome. The man just speaks facts. Watch Trey Gowdy videos during Senate hearings. He's awesome. Now I think he's a contributor on Fox News. He got out of Congress, and I believe he's practicing law. And the man is sharp. I would love to do an interview with him, with Trey Gowdy. Chris Christie would be an interesting character to interview. A Chris Christie interview would be interesting. I wouldn't know where that was going to go. I don't set up interviews. I mean, if the guest wants to speak about certain things, you know, they can give me a list and I'll make sure I bring them up. But otherwise, I like to do free conversation because it's like the first take, so it's real. It's not planned out, set up like the mainstream media does with their messaging. So it's dangerous. It could go bad on me. But my point of view is, it's always been this way with MustangMedic. God's watching, so you might as well put it on video. That can be misconstrued. You know what I mean? It was so funny that there's this restaurant that I go to in my neighborhood. It's the woman is of Asian descent, and she's very strict, and she can be like really, but when it comes to money with paper cups and stuff, she's like, she wants the money, and it's pretty funny. And I told her I wanted a healthy burger. I didn't want to have any bread on my burgers. I think I'm allergic to bread. And she said, that's going to cost you extra. And I laughed. I was like, wait a minute. You're taking the bread away and you want to charge me extra? And she said, yes. I just laughed. I got my cup of coffee and left. I didn't get the burger. Which is very nice to me when I came back after that. Did the right thing this time, thank God. The car stopped in 3 miles. Is what I'm hearing from Waze. Yep, there it is. Confirm. Audi drivers are, uh-oh, police. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's going on? Who's this for? Let's take a text. It looks like a Ranger. Nope, he's staying put. He's not going after anybody. Sixth gear. We're just rolling. I love driving a stick. I mean, sticks are going to go away. Electrics are going to take over. It's just a matter of time. Technology, we have to accept it. It's happening all around us. Electric is growing. Electric vehicles, electric scooters, electric motorcycles with the park police. They have electric motorcycles, which is pretty cool. And they're fast. Electric cars like have no friction. It's like spinning, magnetically, and they're not touching each other, so it's super fast compared to a gas engine car. And you're not going to need a stick shift because you're not going to have gears and like horsepower, because you can just punch it and it will just cleanly go up to the speed you want to go to. I guess they can program it that way, but it's never going to be the same. So who knows? Maybe in 20 years this car will be a classic. I don't know if it's going to be mine, but you never know. All right, so we're just on 95 south cruising, 95 north, right? For those of you who think this is boring, it's cool. Just drop in, drop out, have a conversation, and head out. We understand. I'm background. I'm just background to a conversation you guys are having. Hopefully you're saying nice things. 10 more minutes. It's 17:53. So at 18:15, I'm going to get the jamming music and open the windows and just drive. But I thought it'd be cool to take it along for a ride through Pennsylvania. It's all some beautiful stuff. I want you guys to know I'm always going to be respectful to people. I'm human, so if I get triggered or something like that and something goes down, it's going to go down. But my goal is always to be respectful to people, and I'd like respect back for that respect. And I'm going to build relationships and do interviews. I'm not going to be a person that's going to run up and scream at somebody that's doing a special or something, you know, at Lincoln Memorial, and just run up and start screaming at the talent. I'm not that person. I'm not going to tell you that, you know, water when they're clearing the drains is flooding the tunnels. I'll never tell you that because it was just sandbags and they do it every year. So there's no flooding of the tunnels. So people that told you it was flooding in the tunnels and what's up with that and insinuated it were clickbait. They just wanted views. And they got them. They probably got them too. And I never give up a source. My sources are learning that because I have sources, and it never comes back to them that they had said it because I don't tell people. And they're federal sources, which is really cool. Not everybody I talk to is a source. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? I talk to Secret Service people. They're not necessarily a source. You know, don't assume that by seeing me ever. I mean, I really don't film the guys. The only time I videoed the Secret Service is during that arrest because it was a scene that was outside of me. But if I'm talking to them and stuff like that, there's no way I'm going to ever record somebody without their knowledge because that pisses me off. And out of respect, if I'm doing a live stream, I tell them that, you know, they can hear you, so I'm going to aim the camera away, but know that they can hear you, so that they know that. I'm not out to get people in trouble. I'm out to find the truth of what's going on. On the report on the tunnels, you know, I got 4 National Guardsmen in 4 separate instances that were all in the tunnels because they were moving a prominent amount of the 20,000 troops in the tunnels on January 15th through the 17th because they were planning on an attack on the Capitol, so they were moving them in there. They were all in there, all 4 of them in separate accounts, nice conversations, talking about their family, and me talking about what I'm doing, you know, with MustangMedic and everything. They said there's nothing in the tunnels. So some people were saying that means they got it out before them. All I'm saying is I got 4 first-person witness accounts that there was nothing in the tunnels, at least on January 15th. So that video I shot on the 20th doesn't correlate to the tunnels. It was weird. I still don't know why all those empty buses went in there, and troops and all those people. The live stream is in its playlist, 3-part live stream of that. Check that out. I was able to find gas in DC. I don't think DC is distressed, although I did see like $4.50 gas. Trying to get an interview with Tulsi Gabbard. Trying to get an interview with Jim Kerry. Trying to get an interview with President Biden. And I'm calling that congressman that I met 2 days ago on Monday to see if he's willing to talk about. He's got a lot of interesting history and background. I think I almost hit me that white car up there. One that's tailing that guy. And I'm in the right lane. It's messed up. I like driving. I've done 8 cross-country trips by myself from New Jersey to California. And every one of them I loved. And I love it because when you go by yourself on a trip and you meet, people will tend to talk to you more because they're like wondering what you're up to and you're by yourself. So you talk to a lot of people in the local areas. You get a sense of the area because you're talking to so many people. When you go with a person, when you go with a friend, you tend to be that unit and everybody kind of gives you space and you don't talk to as many people because you're with that person. So if you feel safe and you can map out a route that's safe, I really recommend everybody should do a cross-country trip by themselves. Women, make sure you bring your bring protection, in case. I'm obviously a big Second Amendment guy. Our women need to be able to defend themselves if some dude's coming in to hurt them. I mean, come on. President Joe Biden, Kamala Harris are trying to get semi-automatics to be assault weapons. That's every gun. That's all pistols. All pistols are semi-automatics. If you pull the trigger and it fires, and then you pull the trigger again and it fires, that's a semi-automatic. It's not a bolt action or anything like that. They're trying to make them assault rifles. That is a big weapon grab. And I'm sure the NRA is on that. I actually should interview somebody at the end. Somebody was saying that to me. I think Mary was telling me I should interview somebody at the NRA. It's not a bad idea. Look, what I do is I don't set up any pretenses. I give my card out. I tell the person that I'm meeting that's, I actually said hello to Nader, what was his name? I can't remember his name right now. That's funny. Jerry Nadler. Jerry Nadler was sitting at a restaurant that I was at, and I don't want to out the restaurant in this conversation because I don't want people going there looking for him. But I took a picture and just of his back as like Jerry Nadler. I just, out of respect, I just said to him, "Nice to see you, Mr. Nadler." And I didn't call him Senator Nadler. I kind of forgot about that, which might have pissed him off. I don't know. But I left a card for him at the restaurant for them to give him to him. So he's aware of what I'm doing. So I really hope that people will look at the videos, realize that I'm sincere, that I want the truth. I'm not some kind of shock jock. I'm safe, to talk to. I'm not going to try to sneak up. Just ask honest questions, and that will resonate and that will grow for awareness for all of us. So that's the goal. Lost my sunglasses, so I'm squinting. Did you guys see my funny 2024 poster? Like I was running for president. I posted on the community page on Telegram and also on Instagram. It's funny. Check it out. MustangMedic Instagram, MustangMedic Telegram, MustangMedic YouTube, MustangMedic Instagram. Right now I'd be jamming with AC/DC or the Eagles or Survivor, Jeff Hotel, sometimes Pat Benatar, Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell album, Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, Elvis Costello, Depeche Mode, Leonard Skinner, Robert Plant, the Beatles, Elton John, that would be my playlist. Beautiful sky. Man, it was a beautiful sky over the Lincoln Memorial I shot. I did a video of Mike, the guy with the head. His head is on the t-shirt. It's underneath the videos on YouTube. If you look at the t-shirts and look through all the t-shirts designs, there's a head of Mike on there, and I did a video with him. He wanted to do a video with me, so we did one at the paintball place. I also did an interview with the owner. Cruising in 6th gear. Had a good clip. I don't want to tell you how fast I'm going. Oh, I did a video too of a broken window and the police showing up, and I haven't posted that either. I've been remiss on my videos today, but I did 2 live streams. And just one very dramatic video of slowing down to listen. Let me know if I get too deep, guys. Just tell me on the Telegram chat, MustangMedic Digital Soldiers, or you can text me. That's my public number. I said it to 15,000 people on January 20th when a Capitol policeman asked me what my phone number was. And while I'm holding the phone, freezing my tail off at like 3:30 in the morning, I'm like, 856-332-9044. And everybody started saying, you just told me your number. You just told everybody your number. My number is already public because I've already been Mustang Medic for 9 years doing cars. So I'm used to being very public, but I protect my sources, so I tend to be a lightning rod. The sources come to me with information. I have to figure out if it's real or not. Sometimes I have project managers that I hire for a fee. I give them a fee every time I do a story and we focus on it. They spend at least a couple hours on it and then go over with me what they found as evidence, and then I'll do a report. So that's what I do with Intel. And the email is intel@officialmustangmedic.com. Intel, INTEL, at officialmustangmedic.com. That's the email. Now there's get a lot of email in there, so please don't get mad at me if I don't respond. Please. I've had a few people that I haven't responded to in a week, and they kind of got very upset with me, just because I did not even know I had the message. And I can't deal with it. I don't want to deal with that because it's a distraction. We don't need to be upset. We need to move through to find the truth. Playing with the emergency brake button. We got 200 people on here. All right, I'll keep going if you guys are enjoying it. There's that car. It's broken down the side of the road. Got a report still there to Maze. Doing my due diligence, confirming. Dirt bikes. I used to do dirt biking, man. It's so much fun. That's a physical sport. That's seriously physical sport. Dirt bike riding. I'll tell you a funny story. I was telling somebody else about this today on the field during timeout when we're all dead, and paintball. If you just joined us, how should I say this? Maybe I can't say it because it involves the ex-wife. Yeah, I can't say it. Sorry, that was a teaser, but not intentional. Historic port deposit. It's been a nice trip. Relaxing, when you're shooting at people, you tend to focus, be very present, and like I said, good people. Met a bunch of new guys. They were like into MustangMedic. We're gonna check it out. So I was like, cool. And one pretty girl. Who has my car? I offered her a tour of DC. Here she comes out. I'm excited about the city, but I'm also very, very, very busy, so I don't do that often. And only people that are very close to us know our exact location, intentionally, obviously. Pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman, the one I like to meet, pretty woman. Woo. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? Roy Orbison. Listen to Roy Orbison. He's a talent. I don't think he's still alive. Maybe he is. I cannot watch a movie now without thinking it's so fake. I don't know if just everything's become so fake to me, as I remember enjoying these movies in the past. Now I look at it as all stagecraft because it's so hard to trust anything online. That's why I tell everybody, don't trust me. Go to 8 sources and look it up for yourself. That's why I make opinions and I talk about chatter. Chatter is something that's not verified, but it's also in the mainstream of public knowledge, and it's based on 2 or 3 channels saying it's so without any other evidence. It's like, okay, well, how many times are people gonna wait for March 4th? I was one of the people that was thinking that Joe Biden was going to get inaugurated on the 20th. I really didn't think he was. They was going to arrest it, and obviously it didn't happen, and he got inaugurated, and they've got video of it, and then Yeah, they attacked the Capitol. I've got some that I can give you. I don't know if I ever did a video on it, but from somebody that I know who has a relative with the Capitol Police, that keeps it pretty loose, knows that the chief of the Capitol Police had radio silence for 20 minutes during the attack on the Capitol. So radio silence, and he was with Mike Pence the whole 20 minutes, the chief of the Capitol Police. But he was radio silence for 20 minutes. I don't know why he was, but apparently he was. So that's one thing. A white woman was shot, an unarmed white woman was shot in our Capitol, and there were no riots. Nobody freaked out and said, you know, police violence or anything. Everybody was silent when the white woman was killed in the Capitol. I found that as an interesting social experiment. So it's weaponizing the death of this woman. She did not have a gun. The gun was pointed at her, and then she was shot. And I spoke to two people that were leaving the Capitol building. I wasn't there at the Capitol building, but I had met them later. They were there, and they definitely confirmed that there was a woman shot there, bleeding out, dead. So there's people that say she wasn't real. She was real. I think she was a patsy. I think she was just set up there for a death to create even more sensationalism of what had happened on the 6th. The 6th will be dissected. 6th of January is going to be dissected for years. And I pray the truth comes out. There is truth out there. I've already seen it. And I've seen the videos of the people dressed in Trump wear inside the Capitol building, looking out the window before people even got to the window to break it in. So there were people dressed up as Trump supporters inside the Capitol at that time. And I also saw videos of a Capitol policeman ushering Trump supporters, you know, Trump rally goers, saying, go, 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 and rushing them towards the Capitol. Like they were moving them all to the Capitol, which that was weird optics. I don't know why it was happening. That's what I know about the 6th. I wasn't near it. My position was between the Washington Monument and the ellipse. The ellipse is an area behind the south side of the White House, which is the back of the White House. So President Trump was speaking from the ellipse. That's where the stage was, and I was back on Constitution Avenue, which is the back entrance to the White House. It's on Constitution Avenue, facing the Washington Monument. And then across from the Washington Monument would be the Jefferson Memorial. It's a big cross. So it's the Capitol building, the Washington Monument, and then the Lincoln Memorial. Then it's the White House, the Washington Monument, and then the Jefferson Memorial. It is a very symbolic city. Masons. There's definitely different kinds of forces in DC, and you can see like pagan symbols on the Federal Reserve, like in the concrete. It's like, you know, the star, the cross and star, and it's just absolutely amazing that they're putting pagan symbols on our buildings. But God will protect His remnant, and there are good Christian people there, and there's good people there that don't know God, and there's good people there too. And God protects His remnant, so that's important for all of us, because straight up, Washington falls, America falls, and then the world falls. America is the beacon on the hill, like Ronald Reagan said. It's the place where everybody wants to be because of our freedoms, and our freedoms are being infringed upon right now with hate speech, expanding it, and then, you know, with what's been happening with this virus the past year, they're infringing on what's going on. And I think I got a prediction for July 4th. I'm getting out there. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'm going to get there. I got to get set up with something for kind of a GoFundMe or something. But I'm going to go to July 4th. I'm going to go to Lord have mercy on this. Mount Rushmore. I don't know why I was such on Rushmore. Mount Rushmore. So I'm going to go to Mount Rushmore July 4th. There's rumors that other people are going to be there. So I want to be there in case they do show up. And if they don't show up, it'll still be entertaining. It'll be fun to be in Mount Rushmore. The fireworks being restricted, I think, is similar to governors trying to stop the rallies in their states. I think they're going to overturn that and be able to do fireworks. It's ridiculous that they're going to stop doing fireworks. They're just so silly. The president administration is trying to do everything they can to not have people be patriotic because they don't want us to unify. Isn't it not obvious? Why would they be doing what they're doing at the border? They are obviously intentionally destabilizing the country because they're not that dumb. They got to the position they got to, depending on how they did it, but they did it. So they got to be crafty. So come on now. Forerunners got to wait. Pennsylvania, drive through Pennsylvania, coming back from a paintball match, come back to DC. We're probably going to be ending very soon. This is just background for conversation, guys. Don't let me interrupt what you're talking about. car I'm driving in is a 2020 Ford Mustang GT stick. All right, we're cutting out a lot, guys, so I'm going to call it on this little drive. Know that you're appreciated. God bless you. Thank you. If I didn't thank you for the donations you guys did during this live stream, thank you very much. And know that we are all one. One man, one woman. just two DNA strands, made all 7.5 billion of us. We're all related. We can listen to each other. We can respectfully disagree. And we can love one another by lifting each other up. It's Mustang Medic signing off. Until next time, I got a few videos for you guys. Probably one more tonight, and I'll do a couple on Sunday. God bless you.